The tension is high, and you ask the question, is it okay? So, is it? You have already done this question of yesterday, and yet here we are living it the same way. Is it okay? So, what have I done anything about it? Still living the same depressing moment. And it's be the same as tomorrow. So, is it okay? And yet here we are today, still asking the same question, day in, day out, and yet here we are. Anger, tantrums, and all that for certain. But are we accepting things that are okay nowadays? It's like you're just taking it in. Just thinking that you can just take it without even understanding it. But can it get better? Is that okay? Am I okay? So, what do one do if it's not? But I came this far. Things are becoming overwhelming, out of hand. But yet, just like the sand, you grab it and it's dry. It seeps through the fingers. And I tried to withhold every inch and piece of the sand, but yet it keeps on seeping through the fingers. Is that really okay? Grabbing the sand like desperately to grab your actual life together. But things keep seeping, scoop after scoop, and yet nothing is coming together. Is that okay? So I grab the sand. But why am I grabbing sand? What am I going to do with this sand? What do I do with the sand? Is that okay? Not knowing what to do with that sand? For every grain, every speck of it? I say fuck it. Let's go to lemonade stand. What is the purpose of any of this metaphor? Why do I mention sand as a metaphor of is it okay? Let me explain. When you keep on grabbing hold of thing that is insignificant to you, that's what you're grabbing for life. And when you keep on grabbing, it seeps through your fingers because it is not a part of you. Why you grab sand? That's why you ask the question, is it okay? Why should you settle for what is okay? If you can just say, I don't want the sand. Say, fuck it. I'm going to take lemonade. And that's why we can say, life lemonade. You all heard that saying. So I say, fuck it. Just get lemonade. Why make? Sometimes it's already there. But if you have to make it, make it. Make a difference to what is not okay. Or just subpar okay. You can make things better. You can. Just have to put the mind through it and understand it. Here we are. I mean, all this, someone made this world, someone made the avatar, and I made this video. And it matters if things are ever going to get okay. But you only yourself can make things the way you feel. So I've already mentioned about defending your happiness, but you also have to accept the fact that things are only the same because you made it the same for day in and day out. And when you make it the same, it will be the same, and it always will be the same, and you will have the same results. And that is something you want. Is it? Is things okay that you want it to be? Is it fine the way that you are? You ask these questions, but have you ever done anything about it? Have you? You have not? Have you? I mean, you gotta imagine how far we got as human beings or anyone else that can be in between. It's just a matter of perspective, and how you also have to change your perspective, because in order to thrive in actual life, you have to not accept things the way they are. Things can't be okay. Things have to be fantastic. If they're not fantastic, why you be so par? So, is it okay? Things can't be okay. Things can't just be okay. Just remember, it's only because you say it so. If you say it so, then it is. But if you want to reach for something greater, you have to accept a multitude of changes and aspiration. And it all starts looking for yourself and acceptance of change. It matters not whether you go it alone or not. Just remember, only you can accept to what things are okay. And if things slip through your fingers, that also goes with the opportunity. Try not to wait too long. Because the one thing that cannot wait is time itself. Time. Can't pause it. But it does take time to make yourself better and make things in a better state that is not okay. Don't settle with okay. So, what do you think? Is it okay? You could settle with okay. I'm not saying that it's not. That it's not okay. It's okay. So some of that, or whatever that the words of English language or whatever that may be. You can't accept things that are okay. The idealism of what I'm saying, that when you're accepting things are okay, that is not. It is you're lying to yourself. You have to be true to yourself. If the matter of things that you're comfortable with okay, it is okay. But if it's not, and you're just saying things are okay, and you're just letting the sand seep through your fingers, that's when it's not. Make a change. But you don't have to change. If you're fine what you are, it's perfectly fine. You can accept things for what they are. Just have to remember, it's all about the root of happiness. And the root to happiness is that what makes you happy, that is your own life, your perspective, your comfort, and everything that you can desire of whatever that may be. As long that it is, the rule of thumb is that your happiness has to be aligned with others. What does that mean? Like-minded folks, because if you're going to just have your own happiness, and you could be alone, but a shared happiness is an amplified happiness, and I'm always going to say that, because that is the most upright truth you can think of for those who decides to hate. They can't be happy with that person, or because they're prejudiced or whatever, they can't accept things the way they are because it's not okay. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, this was taken all in one take, so I hope you appreciate that, because this is something that just came out of my mind. I just felt like saying it. Oh, man. Like, subscribe, all that hoobahs. But the one thing I think that's probably mostly needed is the sharing, you know? Because people needs to know knowledge, right? Because if you don't have the power to move on, you're going to accept things are okay, even though you know the knowledge. And it's like, hey, look at this. Watch this video. I mean, it doesn't have to be mine. It's just we're in the world of knowledge right now, and people doesn't seek the knowledge, but they only accept things because they're okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is just that it's faster deteriorating as they don't. It's just like you put the hand in the stove, and it's just, it's okay. It's okay. My hands are burning. The people are watching me. I'm supposed to do this, right? It's okay, right? It's okay. No, it's not. Because what you lack of something of that, because you're accepting it, you're lying to yourself, and you just don't lie to yourself. Please don't allow that to happen to you. You're hurting yourself. It's further gets worse, and please don't do that. Really. So, that's it. Bye-bye!